Yeah, hello there, it's Kugan Cassius, no longer with MTK, talking from Guantanamo Bay. Please subscribe and like the Triple B. Thanks. So, the question on everyone's lips is, where is Kugan Cassius Ramanathan? Yeah, the man's just disappeared into the ether. Yeah, he's not exactly hard to spot with his 6'5" frame, his stupid tattoos, his panda eyes, his bent legs, yeah, his melted chocolate mousse style body, yeah, and his annoying questions. Where is he, man? This is a narcissist who loves posting and loves views. Well, as we know, he was barred from going to the US. There's been a few shills that have tried to deny it, including on my channel. Oh, no, he hasn't. No. Kugan's fine, he got let in. No, he isn't. They let Umar in, who's taking hold of the business while Kugan's disappeared. Yeah? Gone through a bunch of IFL. They always say at the beginning of IFL, don't they, the videos. Hi, this is Kugan Cassius or Umar IFL, or what's the other guy called? Andy, the guy that no one knows, Scottish guy. Hello, it's Andy. Andy McCart, or whatever his name is, from IFL. Yeah? They always introduce themselves, and they always used to say sponsored by MTK, but obviously that's gone now, because MTK are no longer here, and they're not going to be helping Kugan Cassius, especially if he's about to grass. Now, he obviously didn't get let in, but is it worse than that? You know, has he been nicked? Has he been questioned now? Yeah, by whoever's in charge of the investigation. I know it's called OPAC or some American. What's it called? Some organization that investigates foreign assets. Yeah. Now, or I don't know who's involved. I don't know. Is it the FBI? Would it be CIA? Would it be a separate organization? Yeah. Would it be ICE? I don't know, man. But have they detained Kugan Cassius? And is he absolutely crapping himself? They might take him to Guantanamo Bay. Yeah. Waterboard him. Get some real info out. They won't need to, because, the one thing I've learned throughout the years, and I haven't spent a lot of time watching him because he's just obnoxious and nauseating, but, he's obviously a big figure in the British boxing media, so it's hard to avoid, but, he's a coward. What's clear is he's a coward. That's clear to anyone who knows about Kugan Cassius Ramanathan. Yeah? He's a coward, and he's a narcissist. He loves himself and loves talking about himself, loves putting himself out there, especially with white women. Psychologically they say it's because he was a nerd in Essex, and he was the only Sri Lankan in his school or whatnot, and he got bullied, and they tried to drown him allegedly. It's probably some crybaby sob story trying to make me feel sorry for him because no one likes him. But he allegedly tried to get drowned in the swimming pool because he was Sri Lankan. I find it hard to believe. But anyway, so, yeah, as I said, everyone knows he's a total coward and a narcissist. He's a coward because, then he tried to get hard with, who was it, if you look. So there was the list of people he's tried to get hard with. And obviously it's boxing, so there's quite a few people who can fight. So he went up to Prince Patel, who's minding his own business. I find Prince Patel quite funny. Yeah, he's full of himself. There's a bit of tongue-in-cheek aspect. And you know what, at least he went off and fought. No one. He got dropped, I think, by Warren, and then he went off and fought all over the world and got some titles, and has got himself to a position where he might challenge for the world title. At least Patel's, he's shown a bit of metal and done something. Not Kugan has taken money off Hearn, his dad, and MTK, and he's built a business. Yeah, and treated people badly. Yeah, and I talked about his cowardice. Well, he tried to bully Prince Patel, didn't he? But Prince Patel weighs 8 stone, and he's sitting there listening to his message. Then this great 19 stone, 6'5" Sri Lankan hovering over him when he's waiting to fight, I think. And he said, I'm going to cave your head in. It's pathetic, man. It's like, Patel's like, well, what's this guy doing, man? Anyway, so that doesn't do a lot for your hard man, kudos. And then Ty Booth, obviously Ty digs him out all the time, and we know that he owes Ty money. He didn't pay him, he treated him badly. And there's that famous scene, when Kugan, Ty's in a park in London, and Kugan's hovering around, and he makes sure he's not within punching distance. Yeah, well, they touch, I think they bump fists or something as he's walking away, in very, very much in a safe area where he can't be reached as he's walking away. He goes, yeah, just be safe. Be safe. Now everyone knows that's an undercover threat. Yeah, look after yourself, mate. Make sure you look after yourself, mate. It's like saying, yeah, people are after you. This is after they signed the MTK, so the insinuation is, yeah, watch out. There's bad people, who are going to come around your door and knock on your door and whatnot. Obviously, Time Booth isn't really easy to intimidate, but so those are those are the two times that Kugan has tried to show some toughness, and he's come out with egg on his face both times. Yeah, and then obviously we've already been through the fact that James Helder, he had no problem with getting James Helder over to Dubai on alleging there'd be some kind of holiday or there's some kind of interview there, and then before you know it, you're surrounded by proper villains. And I've been told, I think you want to sign this, don't you, James? I think you want to give all your shares to Cougs. And Cougs sitting there with probably a huge, stretched, shit-eating grin on his face. You know what I mean? Really proud of himself. His friend for years, James Helder, they used to do movies together. If you look at IMDb, which is like a database of movies, Kugan, and James Helder in loads of the same movies, Big Fat Gypsy Gangster, The Hatton Garden Job, and other stuff. Just bit parts, but they're obviously big pals from back in the day, in the movie industry. Then they set up this company. Started off as film in London, and then it's got into boxing. I think the steer towards boxing was especially due to James, because he had the links with Eddie Hearn. James Helder had the links with Eddie Hearns. Yeah. And that's what got them big in boxing. I don't know whether Hearn funded, I think maybe, but he certainly helped them out early on. Yeah, and that's thanks to James Helder. But MTK came along, and then Kugan Cassius sell his man down the river. And he's got that huge Sri Lankan grin on his face with loads of teeth. Yeah, and he's proud of himself, and he's loving it. Buying watches now, showing them off like Umar IFL, showing them off. Like I said, I think Umar's okay, and he was a bit young, and he's a bit caught up. He doesn't seem like as bad as Kugan. Some people say he is, but he definitely had to, take a few steps down the ladder. He doesn't really boast anymore, but I don't know what's going to happen to him either. He's obviously seems to be taking charge now, because where's Kugan? Well, maybe he isn't. Maybe he is being interviewed in America. Yeah, they want on the oath. They wanted him to know. They want to know what the deal with. What about this money? Is it? You could say, well, he only took some money. Well, I think you'll find that if you take money knowingly, that's from proceeds of crime, then you're in big trouble. There's big crimes there, money laundering, and I think there's separate. There's taking advantage of proceeds of crime. I don't know. There's all kinds of laws that you can get nicked with. Believe me, yeah. And what's the way you can get out? By singing like a canary, yeah. And because he's implicated, he won't be able to ask for that $5 million. At the end of it, he'll be like, oh, bruvs, yeah, I told you everything I could in it about Kinahan, and yeah, I've told you everything, I've shown you everything. He goes, yeah, you'll be all right. You'll be let off, Kugan. You're free. He goes, what about the $5 million? No. That's not how it works. If you voluntarily give up information, come forward with the $5 million. You might be considered for the $5 million, but now you've been nicked and you're part of the investigation. So no, what you're getting off is you're not getting nicked, and you're not getting put in jail and having to share a jail cell with Bubba. He won't care that you're 6'5" and 19 stone of melted Sri Lankan moose. He'll charge into you with his pals, and you'll bend over because you've already shown that you've got no grit. And they'll make your Sri Lankan ass their happy hole. Yeah, I won't be happy for you. Yeah. Anyway, so in all seriousness, yeah, Kugan, as I said, he has not posted. Let's have a look at his social media. Yeah, let's see what he's done. He's not posted on his Instagram since the 24th of April. Yeah. Now he loves to post pictures of himself on that, all the time, and his hairy baby, and talk about dirty nappies and this kind of thing, and. He's a narcissist, so he likes to put up posts of himself. But there's nothing since 24th of April, which is the day after Tyson fight, if I remember rightly. Yeah? And Twitter, there's nothing since 23rd of April. Well, there's nothing from his account. They're retweets, sure, they're retweets, but nothing's been written. Yeah, and why hasn't he commented? Why hasn't he commented on these allegations that he's not allowed to go to the US. Why is he not commentating? I mean, obviously he should be drawing up. He should be contesting that. If he isn't, being interrogated in America, but he should be trying to contest that with his lawyer or writing a statement out. But it doesn't look good. Yeah, and all that's happened on Twitter is retweets. I mean, anyone who's got his access to that account can retweet. It's probably the mother of his hairy baby. He's like, oh, look, hon, I'm only allowed one call. Can you? I'm a bit worried. Look, I don't want everyone to know I've been nicked. So can you just, yeah. Well, what's the password? The password is I love changing nappies. And can you just retweet a couple of things so it looks like I'm free, something like that. It's not Kugan's in big trouble, and his silence speaking volumes, man. If he's in the UK, because he just got sent straight back, then speak, release some sort of announcement, or hand the business over to Umar, who actually appears to be able to get into America, not like him, your silence says a lot about what's going on, and it looks like your company, is just gonna drop, and you know what, everyone knows that Triple B has got a huge heart. And he doesn't wish harm on anyone, and he's not a hater. And everyone knows that when it comes to the channel. They come here for positivity, but we also have to expose stuff. And I don't, if you dance with the devil, don't be afraid what the devil does to you afterwards. He takes you upstairs and smash up your Sri Lankan behind, and it'll hurt too. No lubes. What is it, the other one? You lay down with dogs and you come up with fleas, man. And you've been a bully to people. You've treated them nastily. Think about James Helder starving at home, not being able to feed his kids because his income's been taken away so that you can buy Rolexes and hang out with villains and act like the bad man and threaten people to be safe. It's not so funny now, is it? How's it feel, Kugan? How's it feel?